If you've ever dealt with digestive issues, one of the toughest parts is just finding food that's safe to eat, but also tastes amazing. Today, we're going to dive into something that claims to do exactly that.
For so many people, a simple meal isn't a pleasure at all. It's actually something they dread. And the source we're looking at today really hones in on this struggle. It's not just a physical problem, you see. It's an emotional one, what they call the anxiety of eating.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's that constant worry, wondering if that one ingredient is going to be the one that sets everything off. It turns the dinner table into a total minefield. And honestly, that can feel incredibly isolating.
And here are the specific challenges laid out. It's this vicious cycle, right? You get the physical discomfort, the bloating and gas, that leads to these super restrictive diets. But then those diets often mean you're giving up all the flavor and joy from food, and on top of that, you're stressing out over every single ingredient and trying to follow these complicated recipes. It's exhausting.
Okay, so when you're facing all that anxiety and all those restrictions, what's the alternative? Well, this is where the source material steps in with a solution. It's all about restoring harmony, not just in your gut, but in your kitchen too.
And here it is. It's called Gut Harmony. Now, it's designed as a low-FODMAP cookbook for IBS relief, which basically means it avoids certain types of carbs that are tough to digest. But the promise here is bigger. It's about lasting wellness. And right off the bat, you can see this professional design, that delicious-looking photo on the cover. It just screams quality and care.
And we're not just talking about a couple of ideas here. This cookbook is packed with 30 different artisan quality recipes. That number's important because it signals that you're getting some real variety, It's designed to get you away from eating the same 3 safe meals over and over again.
I love this quote because it really tells you the whole philosophy behind this thing. The goal isn't just about managing symptoms. It's about actually reclaiming the whole experience of food, making meals something joyful again.
So what does that actually look like? Let's peek inside, go beyond the cover, and see how all these ideas really come to life in the pages of the cookbook.
The first thing you see is the table of contents, and it's so clear and logical. You've got your dedicated sections for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and yep, even dessert. Plus, you can see there's a whole bonus section at the end, which we'll definitely get to in a minute.
And if we break it down by the numbers, it's a really balanced approach. Every part of the day is covered pretty much equally, but you'll notice that a full third of the recipes are for dinner, which makes sense, since that's often the most complicated meal of the day.
And the recipes themselves, come on, they look incredible. Just look at this breakfast, the Berry Bliss Bircher. The photo is so vibrant and appetizing. This doesn't look like diet food, This looks like something you'd actually be excited to wake up and eat.
And for every recipe, you get this super handy at-a-glance summary. Prep time, cook time, how many people it serves, the calories, it is all right there. That kind of clarity is absolutely crucial for easy meal planning, and it just takes away all that stressful guesswork.
The instructions themselves are designed to be really simple and achievable. For these overnight oats, it's basically 6 easy steps. There are no complicated techniques or anything, which makes it perfect even if you're not super confident in the kitchen.
Now this is where you get that extra value. Each recipe has a Chef's Pro Tips section. This gives you little bits of guidance to get the absolute best results. Things like which ingredients to use, what you can substitute. It's kind of like having a little chef right there with you.
And they've got something for every taste. On the left, you've got that sweet and creamy Berry Bliss Bircher. But on the right, a totally savory sunrise scramble with greens and feta. So it shows that even in just one category, like breakfast, you have completely different flavors to choose from.
But here's the thing, like we saw in the table of contents, this isn't just a recipe book. It's actually framed as a complete system that's designed to support your entire wellness journey.
They call it the Gut Health Wellness Toolkit, and that name is important. It positions all this extra material not just as add-ons, but as essential tools you need to really make this low-FODMAP lifestyle work for you. So what's inside this toolkit? Well, you get a pantry guide to stock your kitchen the right way, a planner and a shopping list to keep you organized, and even a food and symptom diary so you can track your own progress. It's a whole support system built to take the stress out of everything.
All right, so let's bring it all together. The big question is, does Gut Harmony actually deliver on its promise? Let's take a look at how the solution really stacks up against that initial problem.
This slide just lays it all out so perfectly. For the problem of anxiety and discomfort, you get flavorful, gut-friendly meals. For that feeling of restriction, you get 30 different artisan recipes. For the blandness and boredom, you get professional cooking tips. And for all the stress and disorganization, you get those planners and shopping lists. For every problem, there's a direct solution.